Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. Today, I am back with more no contact success stories to help you maintain no contact if you're trying to get back with your ex. But before I do that, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And while you're at it, tap the bell icon so you'll be notified when a new video is up. All right, let's get started. The first one says, it's been 62 days and I was giving up hope. She actually called 6 weeks ago, but I ignored her voicemail because she said, why can't we just be friends without any intimacy? I never called her back. Good. This morning I was crying at work, looking at her picture, telling her picture how sorry I was, and I loved her. It was less than an hour later she called. I was totally shocked and I didn't answer. She left a voicemail saying she was actually calling her brother, but she called me accidentally. Sure. I said I didn't recognize her number as I had removed it from my contacts some time ago. She said she wished me well and just wanted to check in. She called me honey and darling during the voicemail. Like a fool, I returned her call immediately. Yeah, I would have waited on that. When she answered, she said she loved hearing my voice even though I started to get choked up. I told her that I wasn't interested in being friends only, and I wanted what we once had. She said, can we just meet and talk? I said yes, and she said she was currently out of town taking care of her elderly mother. She said she'll call me in a few weeks when she gets back home. She thanked me for returning her call. I'm truly amazed it was 62 days since we last spoke. I guess for now I'll wait and see if she does call when she gets back in 2 weeks, like she said. So that is to be continued. The next one. Wow, I cannot believe I'm actually writing this. My ex reached out on exactly day 42. He came with his brother and he was crying and begging me to take him back. He has been silent the whole time. I thought he was over me, but he told me that after 10 days of not hearing from me, he started feeling sick from missing me and I was on his mind 24 hours a day. So look at this. After 10 days he was sick and he was missing her, but he waited 42 days to reach out. So for those of you who are wondering, what is my ex thinking? What is my ex feeling? Look, they may be missing you. They may be suffering, but they may just be waiting because they think that you're going to reach out to them. And this guy waited up until day 42 and then he finally couldn't take it anymore and he broke and he showed up. Wow, this person told me I loved him too much and he ended up losing all feelings for me. I begged for a minute, but after 5 years together, he told me to let it go and I was not expecting it. I was hurt and too in love to let it go, but would binge watch Lucia's videos whenever I felt like reaching out. Good. The day I got dumped, I felt so worthless, like I was nothing, and now I am crying because I still love my ex, but I will never ever get back together with him. I can never get over the words he spoke that he does not love me anymore. I gave this man 6 years of my life for him to just decide one day that it was over. How? I can never understand, and therefore am also hurt that I cannot take him back. It always breaks my heart to see him in pain and so broken, but in conclusion, no contact works. I'm in a better place and more independent, and I'm just loving life and looking forward to meeting you guys. Well, I think you're being too harsh here. You know, he wants you back. You were together 6 years. Why are you throwing away 6 years? People always say things they don't mean at the end of a relationship. I would really actually consider, if you can, giving him another chance, because to just throw away 6 years, I don't think that's a good idea. All right, the next one. No contact works if you do it the right way. 5 months after my ex-boyfriend broke up with me, I'm happy, living my life, improving myself, and I've met someone else. My ex reached out to me twice. The first time after 44 days of no contact. I didn't do the personal work, so when he called me, I lost my mind and I acted needy, psychotic, and angry to the point that he blocked me. I thought that he was done for good, so I cried for 2 more weeks, and then I picked myself up. I started going back to the gym. I lost the 10 pounds I gained when I was soaking in my own misery. Hanging out with my girlfriends, working on my business, hobbies, spirituality. I got a counselor, and 95% of my time with her has been used talking about my childhood traumas and maybe 5% about my ex. 44 days after he broke no contact, he called me again. Not once, but 30 times between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. Whoa. Of course, I was sleeping, and when I woke up, I saw all the missing calls from my phone, FaceTime, WhatsApp, Messenger, emails, text. Wow, this guy was trying everything. Did he try carrier pigeon? He was asking me to call him, but I thought, oh well, he was definitely drunk, so I did not call him back. He called me again that morning, but when he called, I was in yoga class at the gym. He got so desperate that he told me he was coming to my house, so I texted him back and he called me right away. You know, that's one way to get someone to call you or text you back, is you say, I'm coming over. And if they don't want you to come over, which depending on the situation, usually they don't, then they will immediately respond and say, what do you want? I'm not home, or no, don't come over. They do not want you to go over, so that's the way to get a response. Continuing on, he said that he loved me all this time and he didn't understand why I was the girl he wanted to be with, now that we're not together. He was spying my social media, and friends in common told him how well I was doing. He calls and texts me every day. He gave me a present. We're only friends. You can get your ex back, but I haven't or you can get back with your ex because I don't want to be in a relationship with him, but I'm still talking to him because he's someone that I care about. So sometimes you hear from your ex and you realize that you actually don't want them back, as you've seen from some of these stories. So a lot of times it's just to clarify that you actually don't want to be in a relationship with them. But of course, when someone breaks up with you, your first response is no, don't. And you don't want to let them go. You don't want to break up, and you want to hold on to them. But as time passes, sometimes you realize, you know what? Maybe I wasn't that happy. Maybe I really don't want to be with them. So that is the power of no contact. So if you're going through a breakup, I know that you're in pain and you want to reach out, but it's probably going to backfire, and then you won't be a success story. So instead, I would urge you to contact me about a private coaching session so I can help you get your ex back. And you can reach me at theartoflove.net. The direct link is below the video. And you can also sign up for my newsletter while you're at the website. If you're listening on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe and share. If you're listening on iTunes, I would appreciate if you would rate and review the podcast. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.